At least 15,000 foreign fighters are reported to have joined ISIL's ranks in Syria and Iraq. Some of these come from Africa, especially its northern countries where ISIL has intensified recruitment. This further affirms the group's growing influence in the continent over the past year alone. Jane Keogh has more.
Notorious for its brutality, mass killings, abduction and beheadings, ISIL has been telling jihadist groups worldwide that they must accept its supreme authority. Many already have, including some in Africa. In February this year, one of the group's most brutal and high-profile atrocities took place in Libya. ISIL-affiliated militants beheaded 21 Egyptian Coptic Christians. 2 months later, in April, some 30 Ethiopian Christian migrant workers would face a similar fate. The instability in Libya has provided a gateway for ISIL to make inroads there. Last year, jihadists declared a caliphate around the eastern town of Darna. In Egypt, its group there is known as Sinai Province, responsible for a number of attacks in northern Sinai and even the capital Cairo. The group, which has been active on the Sinai Peninsula since the uprising in 2011, pledged its allegiance to ISIL last November. It is said to have at least 1,000 militants. In January this year, Morocco announced it's dismantled a cell sending fighters to join ISIL in Iraq and Syria. Tunisia too, which has also seen a number of terrorist attacks, is said to have the highest number of foreign fighters in ISIL. In Algeria, Frenchman Hervé Godel was among the first known victims of ISIL in Africa. He was kidnapped and beheaded last September by a group that declared itself an affiliate of the Islamic State. While ISIL's influence had long been visible in Boko Haram's 6-year insurgency, it was only in March this year that the militants in Nigeria announced their allegiance to ISIL. ISIL, in turn, has been influenced by Boko Haram. When it took Yazidi hostages in Iraq in 2014, it cited Boko Haram's infamous kidnapping of 276 girls in Chibok. Currently, one of the biggest worries is the number of young people being lured to join ISIL ranks. South Africa and Ghana among the most recent targets of recruitment by ISIL forces. Jane Keogh, CCTV.